Hey everyone, I want to first say thank you to everybody that watched my tutorial that I posted the other day. I was not expecting that many comments or DMs or even views. It really inspired me to do another one, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. It really means a lot. So I had a few people asking me if I could walk them through the different settings that I use for different lighting scenarios. So I thought it'd be cool if I maybe just walk through the different settings that I use for the different photos that I've posted on my Instagram. So I thought I'd start with this photo that I just posted of my friend Courtney. I shot this around 5 p.m. so the sun was setting within the next 2 hours and there were no clouds in the sky to diffuse the light at all. So the light was really bright, but it was giving me that warmth to the skin because the sun was so low. I knew I wanted to shoot in an f4 because I like that shallow depth of field. I wanted Courtney to be in focus and everything around her to just fall off. But when I'm shooting in an f4 at a wide aperture, I know I'm letting in a lot of light. So I need to be able to cut down the light somewhere else. And I also knew that I wanted to shoot at ISO 100, my native ISO, because I didn't want to have any noise in my photo. Plus it was so bright out, the last thing I needed was more light on my sensor. I didn't need to bring in any more light. So that leaves me with my shutter speed. And if you watched my tutorial before, you know that the faster the shutter is, the less light that will come through. So I knew I probably had to start around 800th of a second on my shutter because it was so bright, because my aperture was wide open. I had to really cut down the amount of light that was coming through. And within all digital cameras and a lot of film cameras too, you have a light meter, and the light meter will tell you if you're overexposed or underexposed. And if you look at this image I pulled from the internet, it's the viewfinder through a digital camera. At the bottom of the screen is your shutter speed, your f-stop, your ISO, and then the red circle is your exposure range. So over the 0, there's this arrow, and the arrow will go above the 0 if it's overexposed, and it'll go below the 0 if it's underexposed. So here's a photo that I took right before the final frame that I chose, and this was shot at 800th of a second. My camera was then telling me that I was perfectly exposed, but when I was looking at the back of the camera and looked at the picture, it just felt a little too bright for my liking. So I decided to shoot at a faster shutter speed to cut down the amount of light just by a little bit. I also could have gone to my f-stop to close down my f-stop to cut the amount of light coming in, but I knew I liked shooting at an f4 because I liked that shallow depth of field. I didn't want to increase the depth of field in my image, so that left me to, okay, I'm not cutting off the light through my f-stop, or I'm not cutting out the amount of light through my aperture. So I'm going to go to my shutter speed and choose a faster shutter speed. This then landed me at an f4 aperture, 100 ISO, and a shutter speed of 12/50th of a second. You always want to trust what you are seeing in the back of your camera. Even if your camera is telling you that you're overexposed or underexposed, it ultimately is just up to what you like and what you are trying to come across in the photo. So for me, I like my image just a little darker, so I decided to shoot at a faster shutter speed to give me this final image. I hope that helped a little bit. I plan on trying to do these maybe once a week, so please send me DMs, comments, whatever questions you have, and I appreciate you taking the time and watching this. Okay, bye.